All right, in today's video, this is 3 things that you can do as a business owner, entrepreneur, small business owner to amplify and just totally grow your business even during a shelter in place. Stay tuned. Welcome to Feedbackwrench. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Rob Satcham here, Feedbackwrench. I want to talk about if you're in this shelter in place and you own your own business, maybe you're a general contractor, a construction person, a subcontractor of any point, or you have any sort of small business. You could have a restaurant, you could have a bar, it doesn't matter, a food delivery, whatever it is that you have. If you've got some idle time at home, here's how you can put that to high dollar, high productivity. I'm talking ultra productive, red meat activity that will drive sales in the long haul for your business. I've got 3 things that will absolutely do it. This is not clickbait. Here's how you make money and you redeem this time more than anything else. First of all, there's 2 types of marketing. You have disruptive and you have inbound marketing. Disruptive marketing to me is like you're on Facebook, you're posting things, people are scrolling through Facebook, they see it, they click on it, boy, they see your offer and that's good. Inbound marketing is all about a search query on Google, on Bing, on YouTube, Amazon Alexa. And the idea is by asking this question, you're going to get all sorts of different results. One type of result could be that if you were looking for a remodeling contractor near me, right? That's a query. And your Google My Business stuff might pop up, and then you might have some Angie's List and some different things that would show up. Or you might search, what are the best features in modern cabinetry? What are the best features in new custom cabinets? What are the best features in flooring 2020? 2020's flooring buying guides, or what is the difference between X and Y? You know, you could start doing comparisons, but the idea is there's inbound content. Now, inbound content is stuff that's been indexed by Google, by Bing, and then YouTube, but Siri and Alexa would also serve it up. Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and TikTok are not indexed by the search engine. So when you create content on there, it's never going to show up in a search query when someone says, hey Siri, find this for me, or you just search, go away Siri.
Okay.
So the idea is inbound must be created on your website, on your YouTube channel, and eventually your Google My Business profile. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to grab your computer and start planning on making new inbound content. And what inbound content should look like in 2020 is that it just needs to be a super helpful, very realistic piece of homework. It's almost like you're making a book report. Imagine you're a kid. In fact, you should start thinking like this big time. And you want to educate the normal public about what is the difference between the different types of floors, or what are the different strains of whatever. Whatever query you decide you want to go after, do a little homework and figure it out. But the idea is if you make a written guide on your blog, or have a page on your web page, or a blog post, if you were to write that up and you were to mark it up properly, then eventually that's going to rank in SEO because it's an actual guide that's helpful. And here's the beauty of it, guys. It used to be that you needed, in order to win in search engine optimization, you'd write a guide and then you'd go hire people in Southeast Asia to provide backlinks and you'd keyword stuff and all this nonsense. That's gone. Now, if you just write a really helpful guide that helps people and it's actually good and engaging and solves the query, it will eventually rank if you do some basic things. So the first thing you can do is to start writing for your website. And I'm telling you, this is massive stuff, because as you start winning in search engine optimization over time, you no longer have to spend in pay-per-click advertising in all sorts of realms. So that's the first thing you can do. The second thing you can do is start creating video. Video is absolutely the best way for you to have the conversations that you have in person and bring them online, right? I was just talking with a couple of clients of mine today, and they really value in-person conversation. It's a higher dollar value sale. They really need to connect with the person. But if you have video kind of like this, where you're engaging with people, where you're showing them what to do. I'm telling you, what will happen is as people start finding you, they bump into your material. So once you make the video, then the question is, what do you do with it? But as people listen and watch your videos, they get to know you, your company, your process, your value proposition. For me, people call me all the time because they know how I think. They know exactly what I do. I do websites, digital marketing, help them with pay-per-click advertising and SEO. Folks, video. And now, what do you do with the video? I would argue that you need to take the video. You could do it on your phone and just make sure that it's held well, make sure the audio is clean, or you could hire us and we can do all sorts of stuff for you. But the idea is take that guide that you wrote and create video on it and give tours of things, solve questions, answer questions, write down 15 questions that you want to answer. Remember, when you do video, people listen 90 words a minute, they speak about 45, so you need to clip along fast. In fact, I don't have anything on this video, and yet some of you are still listening, not very many. So the second thing would be create video, but then here's what you got to do. You got to put it on YouTube. And you need to optimize it for the queries that people are going to ask about. You need to take that YouTube video, put it on your blog, and once it's on your blog, optimize the blog post so that it ranks for those queries. Write out the information, create a written guide along with that video. Then you need to take that video, you need to make a square version of it and put it on Instagram. You need to take a tall version of it, put it up on IGTV, take a tall version, put it on TikTok, put it on LinkedIn, put it on the Facebook page, put it on all the platforms so that you create once and you push it out to everywhere. We specialize in this. If you want this help, our team can call you. We can work with you to create this content and get it pushed out, okay? That's the second thing. Create video to support what you're doing. And it could be this inbound content around queries, or it could be just understanding and hearing who you are and what's going on. People that connect with the person that they're about to do business with do much better, and particularly in medium to small sized businesses. So that's the second thing. Here's the third thing. Build up your trust signals. Okay, I think video does this, but the number one thing that really separates businesses right now is, do you have reviews? Doggone it, go get reviews. Follow up with every customer that you've interacted with over the last year and a half. Give them a quick text. Hey, it's Rob from Preferred whatever. I was just wondering if you would tell people that we're not crazy and provide a Google review. Text them the review. We have a system here where we can message your customers and help you get reviews. So give us a call if you need help with that. But I'm telling you, if you take the time to invest to get more Google reviews than anybody else in your sector, now this isn't relevant to all businesses, but everybody else in your sector and in your region, you will start to see you get more clicks on Google My Business, because when people search your competitors, you're gonna show up. When you search remodeling companies near me and in your region and in your sector, you have more reviews than everybody else. People tend to click it. The second thing is people that actually do a branded search and look for your company. When they see that you have lots of good reviews, they start nodding their head and say, this is the kind of firm that I want. The third thing is if you were to search your competitor's name on their Google My Business profile, on the bottom you will see that there's actually people also searched for this. Or if you're on Google Maps and you're looking at your competitor, you're on the left. If someone's sitting there looking at one company with 15 reviews versus you that have 140 reviews, people are going to click. So you will siphon off business from your competitors. Folks, that's 3 ways that you can put this time while you're locked down to work in a meaningful way. We'd love to help you. We're busy than ever. We're hiring right now. Things are going crazy. We would love to help you. Good luck in everything that you do, and God bless, folks. I'm telling you, we're not in uncertain times. It is certain what's going to happen. And I tell you what, you matter a lot. And I'm Jesus boy. Those of you that aren't, that's all right. But I would just nudge you to think through, if you saw a painting out on an island somewhere, you'd go, surely there was a painter. If you found a book, you'd look at this book and you'd go, surely there was an author. We look at creation, we can say there is clearly a creator. And that might just drive some of you nuts. That might sound overly simplistic, except for when you start to think about that nothing is ever proven to come out of nothing. We are all things are created, right? And particularly when we have sophisticated informational systems, our bodies, reality, and physics are like an operating system. Just like Microsoft Windows or just like Mac OS, our reality is finely tuned with information. And all that does is lead people to kind of go, we don't have systems like this in a void. It always takes a mind. And I'm telling you, if there's a mind, there would be a path to find that mind. If there was a God, there would be a way to him. We now can see that there's this message of how to get to him. And I'm telling you, folks, that might sound corny, but there's hope. You are not an animal. You are created in the image of God. And Jesus came and paid the penalty. We're all sinners. We all deserve judgment. We all deserve death because the wages of sin is death, but the free gift of God is eternal life. And it's only through faith. It's not by not sinning. It's by faith. Now, true faith would mean that you'd start to stop being stubborn and you'd start to die to your old ways. But that's what I believe. And if you don't, that's okay. But I really think you should put on the hat. We see creation. There must be a creator. There's either a totally undesigned, uncreated universe or an uncreated being, and from whence all things came. So it's either that the universe was never created and everything came from it, or what is more likely, because we see information in an operating system, that a mind was uncreated and created all things. I think that makes total logical sense, and the more you look into informational sciences, it's very compelling, at least to try on. I think we're all going to stand before our judge, and he is going to say, are you guilty? We're all going to be found guilty unless we've been justified through faith and we are atoned by the death of Jesus by placing our faith in him. That's a risky thing for me to put on here. If you disagree, folks, it's all right. I would urge you to consider it. My prayer is that people will start to realize that it is certain we are going to die, but there can be freedom and joy no matter what. Good luck in everything that you do. God bless. And I hope this is a super productive shutdown of the economy. Good luck, guys.